Greetings fellow backmarkers and welcome to another track guide. This one will be on the Sonoma track, the long version, and we will be using the GT3 McLaren MPs, something or other. Use the usual caveats apply. I'm not particularly fast, so this is not how to break in the speed records. And again, just for the sake of the completeness, excuse me, I've done a few changes to the setup. If you for some reason think that this is a great setup that I'm using, you are more than welcome to post a video and write it down. But again, I am an absolute muppet when it comes to setup, so don't take this for anything. What I did is I lowered the rear anti-roll bar a bit more than usual. I stiffened the shock absorbers and I lowered the springs, and that's about it. I will do the usual thing. I will do one really slow lap, and then 2 or 3 laps at full speed. I'll do something a little different. I'll be using the leaderboard challenge because I figured out that your brakes don't get cool, so I can simply toddle around in my own tempo without any ill effects. So with that, off we go. So the first corner isn't actually a corner, it's more of a kink. You'll be coming in for full tilt in 5th gear. You will have to lift a bit, just cut it as close as you can to the wall. Now this left-right-hander combo is a right proper bitch, to be honest. It's extremely fun when you get it right, but it is so easy to get it wrong. So what you do, you're coming in from the kink in 5th gear. You get to around here, just before the bridge. You do a slow squeeze on the brakes into 4th, and around the middle of the curbing on your left, you get the car straightened out, and you brake into 2nd gear. And again, for those who remember Portimao, this is the same thing. It is an off-camber turn that goes upwards, so it'll be extremely squirrely. Back on the throttle until you get to right here, just before the turn. Quick jab on the brakes into 3rd gear, and then use your throttle to steer it through. The right-hander is a bit tighter than you expect, so don't ever go above 3rd gear. 9-degree right-hander coming up. You brake just before the curving ends of your left, and then into 2nd gear. Full throttle through the right-hand kink. And then we get to my favorite corner ever. What you do is, the left-hander coming up is the 3rd gear corner, but you have to brake around here, just before you crest the hill. You'll be tempted just to keep on going and not brake until you get over the crest, simply, hey, that's plenty of space, which is true, but it's downhill, so you'll have absolutely no grip. So, before the crest, into 3rd gear, and then you just turn your wheel all the way to the left, and just hang on for dear life. And if your tires aren't squealing like mad at this point, you are not going fast enough. So, mid-corner, back on the throttle, and up to one of the hairpins. The problem here is there's not anything that I can use as a brake marker. So, out on the right, see where the sand starts. Just after that, 1, maybe 2 car lengths after that, you brake, and you brake hard into 2nd gear. And 180 degrees around we go. back on the throttle. And then the first left right-hander is pretty easy. But you have to be here, all the way to the right, all the way at the curve. Because what you do here is you lift, you'll be in 4th gear, you lift completely off the throttle to get through the first left-hander, and then you modulate your throttle just to steer it through the next one. Don't go full tilt or you will hit the tire wall right in front of us. Back onto the throttle. And you'll be hitting 5th around here. Around here-ish. Before the curving ends on your left. You'll do a quick jab on the brakes. Into 4th gear for the right-hander. And we get to the final hairpin. And once again, there's not anything that I can really use as a brake marker. But those cones over there, after the cones, and before the double yellow line. That's the best I can do. Somewhere around there. Brake, and you brake hard. Because we want to end up in 1st gear. This is a very, very tight corner. And once you get this straightened out, it's simply back on the throttle and onto the straight. So, having done that, let's see if I can make a complete fool out of myself. Lift into the first, into 4th, straighten it out, down into 2nd, and careful on the throttle. Quick jab into 3rd, and just steer it through. Hard braking into 2nd with the hairpin, and back on full throttle. Brake before the crest into 3rd, and hang on, and back on full power. Brake the hairpin into 2nd. It might actually be better to be in 1st, but I'm not really comfortable using 1st in the GTs. Lift. And then use your throttle to steer through, and back on full power. Quick jab, 4th. And we'll do that one more time. Lift into the first. Short brake into 4th. Straighten. Into 2nd. And watch the throttle. Into 3rd. That went pear shaped in a hurry. Right before the crest, into 3rd. Into 2nd for the hairpin. Through the processes, lift, and modulate to get through the next. Quick jab, 4th gear. Not good. And into first. I can do that a bit better, can't I? This just never gets old. And that is as far as I will go. Hopefully this has been a little helpful, and I will see you guys in the race.